Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be this fun glittery hearts nail set design. I love this design because it's super easy to do but super impactful. So I'm starting off with this potted gel. I actually got that off of Amazon a few years ago. I'm not really sure what the brand is. It was when I was first starting out with gels and I just wanted something cheap from Amazon. And then these couple of Beetles gel polishes as well as this Apres color here, this nice purple. So all of the nails are actually going to be getting this light lavender color, the potted one that I showed you. And I'm going to be doing 2 coats, of course, on all of these, and then I'm going to also matte top coat all of these, mostly because I did want the background to be matte in general. I did want the design to have a matte background, but also because we're going to be doing a lot of glitter, and I didn't want the glitter to stick to the background. I wanted to make sure it stayed really exactly where I wanted it, and I didn't want it getting stuck to the background and like ending up in places I didn't want it. So by having a matte top coat, it just makes sure that there's no sticky layer or anything for the glitter to go rogue. So now I am going to place down these other colors that I'm using here for the design onto this palette, and I'm going to be using a brush to create the rest of the design. And here are the glitters we're going to be using. So as you can see here, after a second coat and then a matte top coat, we're going in, and I am going to do a large heart shape in the center of this nail. So I'm starting with 2 V's, kind of like, you know, parallel to each other, and then filling in the heart shape over here. That little stripe in the center of the heart there where I kind of misjudged where I was going to draw it, I'm actually going to just get rid of that with a small little cotton swab. If I was filling in at the center of the heart, I wouldn't actually worry about it because I would just fill it in, but I want the center of this heart to kind of be like negative space, and it's actually going to be the outline, the area around the heart that's going to be fully covered. So as we can see here, I'm going to grab the larger brush from the gel bottle because going in and filling in the whole background with a small brush would have been, oh actually, sorry, first I'm removing that little extra stripe over there, and now I'm going in with the brush from the bottle and just filling in at the outside, and then I'm going to pour glitter over this, kind of like a sugar nail, just with, you know, some negative heart space in between. So that's just what we're going to be doing right over here. And the best part about doing hearts and stuff is that there's so many different shapes of hearts, and there's so many different ways to create a heart. You can do them a little bit more elongated and narrow, you can do them a little bit squatter and a little bit rounder. There's like almost really no wrong way to do a heart. As long as you got like 2 round bumps and coming to a point at the end, it'll pretty much look like a heart. And I think having different shaped hearts in the design, especially when it's hand done like I'm doing for the for this video here for the set, I think having different shapes really just adds to the quirkiness and the fun that the heart shape does provide, because I think it's such a fun, like very girly kind of shape. It's very I'm saying childish because I don't really have a better word for it, but childish in the best way possible. Like it's just almost very innocent, makes me think of like Barbies, princesses, just like, you know, young and innocent, and just having the different shapes of hearts, and like, you know, not all of them being exactly the same because it's hand painted and it's hard to be, I mean, it's hard enough for me to get an exact same shaped heart when I'm drawing a pen on paper, you know, with gel polish, it's a lot harder as well. But I think it just really adds to the beauty of the set. And for this design over here, I'm just creating the outline of the heart and then pouring the glitter over top of it. And because I was using the same brush for all of these, I just decided to stick with same colors and like not continue on to the same nail, just kind of using the same color before cleaning off the brush and moving on to the next color. So on this nail over here, I'm going to be doing a full heart. So the other one was just an outline, and this one is a full heart, and using the glitter and just pouring it over it. And this is super easy. It's a really easy set. Like I said, the glitter is really doing most of the work here, but I think it's so impactful. So on this nail over here, this is going to be slightly like cut off, this heart over here, and this one I'm going to fill in completely. So it's kind of like each of these nails is going to have one full heart and one outline. And when I do the sugaring, I pour it over, of course, over the wet gel so that it sticks, and then I give it a full cure under the lamp for 60 seconds before using a fluffy brush to wipe off any of the excess glitter. And that's why I really wanted to have a matte top coat in the background, so that none of the glitters, when you pour glitters over a nail like that, it kind of can get a little bit messy and can be hard to control. If you wanted to maybe not use a matte top coat, I guess you can always like buff the surface with a buffer and remove, you know, like remove the inhibition layer first, remove the sticky layer first, and then buff the nail, and that way the glitter won't stick to it. But if you wanted to do a shiny top coat and didn't want a matte background, I guess my only other option would be, or like my other suggestion would be, to use a non-wipe top coat before doing the art on top of it, if you wanted it to be a shiny background, because you just don't want the glitters to stick all over. You can see the glitters get everywhere, and you kind of I mean, at least for me, for this set, I didn't want the glitters to get everywhere. So you want to make sure that the rest of the nail is not sticky, doesn't have any kind of grippiness that any of the glitters can get stuck to, because glitters are quite persistent. Sometimes I'll have glitters sticking to even matte top coats that they just like refuse to go. So now for these two nails, the last two, these are going to be like the two ends of the set. I'm just going to do these fun stripes. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. At first I was thinking maybe I would do like a gemstone placement, but I felt like I really wanted the glitters to be the highlight of this look, and bringing in any kind of other mediums in a sense, like any other kind of art or techniques or things, I felt like would just really take away from it. I really wanted it to just be glittery and fun and almost candy-like in a way, and I felt like adding stripes was a great way to kind of play off of that design and that concept without taking away from the rest of the nails. So I'm just going to be doing some stripes over here and doing the sugaring. Like I said, this is a super repetitive set. There's nothing really too interesting. Well, not interesting. That's probably not the right word to use. There's nothing too complicated about this set. It's very much repetitive. And then in between, I felt like there was something missing just a little bit, so I'm going to be doing the same colored stripes in between the colors just to add a little bit of interest, and these I am not going to sugar, so they are just going to stay just as gel polish, and I think it just adds the slightest hint. It almost makes it look like peppermint or some kind of like swirled candy or a lollipop or something, and I felt like the sugared aspect of the hearts was definitely giving candy vibes. I don't know, I've been doing a lot of nail sets that kind of had this have this candy theme to it. I don't know, maybe it's just the season, but it was super fun. And like I said, this is a really uncomplicated design. It's super easy. There's really no way to do it wrong. Just throw down whatever design you want, throw some glitter over it, and there's just, you can't go wrong with glitter, in my opinion. I love glitter. I feel like I haven't done enough glitter recently. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it just felt like, for me, I hadn't been doing glitter a lot recently. I know for myself on my own nails, I haven't worn glitter a lot in the past little bit, and I'm ready for some more glitter. I love it. I think it's super fun. The texture that sugaring provides when you are doing a set like this just really adds so much interest to the nail. And like I said, it's such an easy set. There's no way to do it wrong. I was pretty much making it up as I went along, but just having the different colors and the glitter, it adds so much impact without it being complicated. And that's really what I've been trying to discover. I've been trying to discover my own kind of technique and my own style when it comes to doing nail art. And something that I have found is I like doing simple things, because I'm not really great at complicated things. I get in my head, I mess up. I'm just not great at doing things that are too complicated. But things that are impactful but simple, that's the way I like to go. And I've been trying to kind of build up from that idea, and I feel like something like this just really plays into that really well, because when you see the whole set together, it's glittery and it's bright, and the colors are just so vibrant and eye-catching, and yet this was such an easy set to do, and I love how the final result came out. I think it just looks like a whole lot of fun, and it just looks like a party on the nails. And here is the final set. Like I said, it is so cute, it's so fun, the colors are bright, and the glitter is just so impactful without it being complicated at all. I love how it came out. Let me know what you think of this set down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!